Hey guys, good morning everyone. Welcome back to the online class. As you know that yesterday we have finished half of the chapter and today we are here to complete the remaining part of the chapter. Because before starting the chapter, first I will let you know that we will take a quick recap of the chapter, okay, and later we'll start the remaining part of the chapter and we'll discuss over that and we'll explain the chapter, okay. So what we have seen yesterday, we have seen a starter email that was written by Shikha to Afze, and in that Afze has replied about her about his place, Holland. Okay, that was below the sea level, and his place was quite good now, and they have a good farm. They had windmills also, and they had the tulips all over places. We have seen about a boy, a Dutch boy, little Dutch boy, because who was a famous legend there. Okay, and his name was Hendrik. His name was Hendrik. He was just 10 years old within a month. Okay, and his all life he had heard about the dikes, the embankments which are uh, used to stop the sea water. Okay, uh, that was a big part of Holland, his homeland, low below the sea level, right? And the thing was were protected. Their place was the dunes and dikes. Dikes and dunes were used to protect their places because they work as a dam. They work as an embankments to stop the sea water. And as you know that Holland that was placed below the sea level, so that was a quite 20% of this land was below the sea level. Okay, dikes which were made by the humans were the most important since they were ago Hollanders had put up a great mounds of earth shore to save their land from the tides. Means they have placed a very good thing from years and years ago. They have placed all the embankments to stop the sea water. Their ancestors have also helped them, and Hendrik's grandfather and Hendrik's grandfather was a builder. His father looked after the means repairs all the dikes, whatever the cracks came in the dikes. So they used to repair that. And and his uncle was looking for the low level areas, the low means the area which were below the sea level. Okay, so these were the things we have studied, we have seen yesterday, and today we'll see the rest of the chapter. Okay. One day he roamed further than he had ever gone, much further than he had intended. The sky was darkening when he turned towards home. There was no time to watch anything except the shady, unfamiliar road. It was a still, chill, stormy evening. The birds had gone to their nest, and there was no sound in the air except Hendricks listened intently. Means one day he had reached somewhere at the place where he had gone some more far from the actual place. Okay, the sky was darkening when he thought of returning back to his home. What he had seen, there were no watch to time, so he had seen only the shady things. Okay, he had seen only the shady things, and the unfamiliar road means because he did not know where which road he has to follow to go to the road. The road was quite unfamiliar. He was unknown about that road, and it was the chill time, the stormy evening, and the birds also had gone to their nest. He did not want to believe what he heard, but he knew only too well what it was. Means he had heard something there, and we'll see what is the thing he had heard. And that was not unknown to him. The most important thing was that what he heard, that was not unknown to him. It was the sound of water. It was the sound of water. Nothing much, only a trickle. But Hendrik knew what it would mean. Means he had seen only the water sound, but he could realize the disaster. What he heard it means he had heard the sound of water, but he actually know what can it be a means disaster to the thing. He knew that the trickle would soon become a gurgle. Means now the water, you must have listened the water trickling when the tap is not completely closed. You would listen some trickle sound, and later on when the tub or a bucket get full of water, it makes some gurgle sound, right? Then there would be a gush followed by a rush and then a roar, and the North Sea would sweep in. He thought about the thing that now only a few drops of water I could hear, but later on it could turn into a disaster, and it could turn into gurgle, and later it would come into gush and rush and then a roar, and all the North Sea will come into our land and will sweep everything. Okay, so he knew what sound he had heard and what it led to the place. For a moment he stood bewildered. For a moment he stood bewildered. It was growing dark, hard to see, harder to locate a small leak in the dike. Now, what he had seen, a smaller crack, a smaller leak in the dike. Finally, he found it a few feet from the ground. He could reach it. It was, as he suspected, a small leak, small enough to be stopped with one finger. Now there was a small crack in the dike, which was where he reached, and he had seen, he had means he realized the things what could it led to, and he suspected he just seen a small leak enough to be stopped with the finger. So he means he seen that a crack was there, which was like he could means it could be stopped with the fun finger also. At first he was not worried. He even felt a little heroic elated. Means at once he thought that it is a very means a small crack. He could be like a heroic thing to see that the finger of a small boy could hold the mighty waters in check. When he thought that I will put a finger to it, that crack, and it will let means it won't allow the water to get in. Beside, he thought it would not be a long. Someone was sure to pass by, see what was happening, and get people repair the damage. Now, in after some time, he realized that it is not a small thing; it is a big thing. Now he want anyone to could pass away from that place, and he could come and help him and could repair the leak of the dike. But stillness continued, stillness and loneliness. As the night came on, Henry grew colder. His hand pained him. There were cramps in his arm. Soon his entire side felt numb. Numb means he couldn't feel anything because that was the chill evening, and he had placed the his finger in that leak from where the water was coming, so it just numbed the right side of right part of his body, and he could not tell how long he had hunched there, how hours seemed to pass. He called and cried, but there was no answer. As he thought that it is a heroic thing, but later on he realized that it is not a heroic thing, and I want someone to pass away from this so he could take a help from him, and this damage could repair soon. He was he stand there, he his whole body got numb because he put that in a very chill evening. He means the thing the means the evening was getting darker and darker, and he could not tell that how hard it was to stand there in that chill, and his whole body was getting numb. He cried, he called many persons, but there were no answers because no one was there to listen him. No help came. The pain frightened him, but he could not take his finger from the dye. He could means he was feeling the pain. He was means he was frightened, but he could not leave the leak away. The air was freezing. He was afraid he would drop from the fatigue. Means fatigue is a thing. Means like something uneasy when unconscious. Okay, he was afraid that he will fall down and the leak will come. The leak will get bigger in size if I will not stop this water. He stamped his feet to stamp out the cold. He rubbed his still arm with the fingers of his other hand to keep the blood flowing. He was dizzy, pain stubbed every part of his body, but he would not remove his finger from the dike. He could feel numb in on his, means every right side of the body, he rubbed all the part of the body with the another hand to his arms also, so that it could the blood flow will be continued, otherwise it will get means fatigue, means he can get unconscious there. Okay, he was quite dizzy, and he could feel the pain, that because he had means he stood there for a long time because no person was coming there. I think means it was a long time where he put his finger into that damaged leak, and because he was not leaving it, because he knew the consequences after leaving the damage. The water can come inside and could sweep all the Holland people. It was almost dawn when he saw the man with a lantern in his hand. So now a kind of relief came that it was almost down, means almost dark. It was completely dark, and he could see a man with a lantern in his hand. Hendrik almost fainted. It was a laborer returning after working all night. Hendrik's parent had been searching for him all night, but it was his this laborer who found the boy. He immediately called for help. The leak was plugged soon. The dike was strengthened in weeks. A great part of Holland was saved. Because of this boy braveness, all the things got repaired. Otherwise, they could have been, means if this Hendrik would not stopped there, could not understand the things like what is good or what is bad. Means if when we are seeing little cracks in roads or whatever the things, we just forget about it and we used to move out from there, right? So when Hendrik listened the cracks, listened the trickle sound of that water, he stood there and he found the thing. He found the main thing what is actually happening, and he found a leak in the dike which could intend means a big disaster. So he stood there, he put his finger into that damage and stopped the water, and later on he stood for a very long time to save the Holland, and later on all Hendrik's father mother were finding him, but later on the laborer who was returning from his work in the night, he had seen Hendrik and he immediately informed means his parents, and they came, and very soon, means after a week the dike was repaired again, and it was plugged soon, and the walls of that dike got strengthened, and great part of the Holland was saved because of this Hendrik boy. Years passed and many things were forgotten, but the country is still grateful to the boy who kept his finger in the dike. Yeah, because of his braveness, he put his finger in that dike so that nothing happened. Otherwise, it could be a great disaster to that Holland, right? He had put his finger in that dike and saved all the people, all everything in the Holland. So it is told that years passed, everything was, means everything was, it came and gone, everything were forgotten, but the country could still thanked, were, means grateful to the boy Hendrik who kept his finger in the dike and saved the Holland. So this is all about the chapter. You must have understood the chapter meaning. The moral of the story is that we should be, I mean, we should understand the braveness. We should act wisely in a very hard situation also. We should react we should be very careful with the situation, right? We should like do not get confused between things. Do not get numb or freezed while looking any situation. You should act wisely. That's it. And Henrik also means he knew that the leak what was there in the Dak could lead a very great disaster, so he decided to stay there, and he decided let everyone, means anyone could come there and help him, and so that he will go from there. Otherwise, if he hadn't felt like this, he could leave that leak, na? He could move from there, but he didn't do that. He decided to stay there and could stop the water from the leak from the dike, and he put his finger in that and saved the place Holland. So this is all about the chapter. Hope you have understood and hope you have learned the things. Okay, so have a nice day to all. Tomorrow we are going to discuss the exercises of this chapter. So have a nice day to all.